Now next is microbes in the production of biogas. Now what is biogas, children? Biogas is a mixture of gases. Mainly it contains carbon dioxide, methane, hydrogen sulfide, etc. Okay, they are produced mainly by the bacterium, anaerobic bacterium called as methanogens. Okay, these methanogens are present in the digestive system, the gut of the ruminants, that is the domestic animals, right? Because these domestic animals eat the raw grasses which contain cellulose. Okay, now these bacteria digest the cellulose material and produce biogas in their body, and so this dung, the cow dung, contains the methane gas. Okay, methane or methane. So it can be used to produce biogas. This cow dung can be used to produce biogas or methane, which is used as a fuel. Clear? Okay. Now this is the construction of a biogas plant. Okay, you should be knowing the construction also. It's not very important still. It has been asked one or twice. It has been asked in the board paper. So you should know the construction, children. So it consists of actually a concrete tank. Okay, a concrete tank. Okay, and also it contains an outlet which into which you can add the cow dung mixed with water and other things as a slurry. Okay, so a floating cover is also kept on this tank, because as the gases are produced, this keeps rising, this cover keeps rising, and this also has an outlet to release the biogas, especially the methane in the biogas is used as a fuel, right? So outlet to supply biogas, an outlet to remove the slurry used up after the cow dung has been used to produce methane. It can be removed, it can be separated or removed, and a freshly slurry can be added through one side. Also, such arrangement is possible in this type of construction. Okay, it is the Indian Agricultural Research Institute and Khadi and Village Industrial Corporation, KVIC, who had developed the technology of biogas production in India. These two are the institute or which had set up the biogas plant in different kinds of villages in India. Okay. Next we'll see how microbes are used as biocontrol agents. Now, what do you mean by biocontrol agents, children? You know, our plants get affected by various kinds of pests. They get diseases also. Plus, they get attacked by various kinds of insects. They are larvae. Yes or no? Many kinds of insects attack different kinds of plants. Okay. So, usually what do we do to control them? To prevent their attack? Yeah, we usually use chemicals, right, which are called as insecticides, pesticides, weedicides. Yes or no? Yeah. Now, what is the harm in using these chemicals? You know that, right? It causes biomagnification. That is, it will enter the soil. From the soil it enters our water bodies, through from the water body and from the plants it may enter into our body, and it may result in what is called as biomagnification, which manifests itself in many kinds of diseases. And the best example is the endosulfan, isn't it? Right. So how now there is another method of controlling these pests, which is actually using another organism to control the pest. Okay, so the pests, which are insects or insect larvae, may be a food for some other organism, right? So this is used to control the pest. Okay, now what is the basic principle in this behind biological control is that our idea is not to completely eradicate the pest. The pest is also a wanted species in the ecosystem, in the food web, right? So our aim is not to eradicate completely the pest, but to keep them under control. Okay, and the other organism is food. They also get their food, right? Okay, and now it is not affecting other plants and animals also, right? Okay, so that is the main idea, main basic principle behind this biological. Now we'll see some examples of biocontrol agents, right? For example, ladybirds. Ladybirds, you know what? Who are these ladybirds? The small beetle. That is one. Ladybirds is used to control dragonflies and mosquitoes. Control aphids. Aphids are a kind of insects, right? And dragonfly, you know that they control our mosquitoes. You know that already, right? So dragonflies are used to control mosquitoes, and ladybirds are used to control aphids. Aphids are another type of insects. Okay, and Bacillus Thuringiensis is a bacteria, right, which is used to control butterfly caterpillars. They are used to control what? Butterfly caterpillars. This one, right? So these Bacillus thuringiensis, spores of Bacillus thuringiensis are available in sachets, dried spores. They can be bought. They can be mixed with water and sprayed on the plants on which this butterfly caterpillar affect. This butterflies lays eggs in these different kinds of plants, and when they hatch out into larvae, right, and these larvae continue, they destroy the plant. They are a voracious eater. They eat and eat and eat, and they completely destroy the plant itself. Okay, now they can be controlled by using, I said, Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, now the spores of this Bt, the short name for Bacillus thuringiensis is Bt. Now it can be obtained from shops or places, and it can be mixed in water and sprayed on these plants. Okay, now when these caterpillars come out, they eat, or these spores, it gets inside their gut, inside their digestive system. And in the digestive system of the larva, these spores release toxins, which will ultimately kill the larvae. Clear, children? And the plants are protected thereby from the attack of these caterpillars. Okay, so this is an example of biological control. Okay. Now many plants are also made insect resistant, pest resistant, by introducing the gene of Bt into that plant, which you're going to learn in another chapter, Principles and Process Biotechnology. In this chapter you will learn detailed of Bt. Okay, right. Another example of biocontrol agent is the species of fungus called as Trichoderma. You can see this living in the higher roots of higher plants. So this is symbiotic association, actually, fungus, right? So what's the name of the species, children? Trichoderma, a fungus which lives in the roots of higher plants, and this is helping the plant in preventing the plant against many pathogens, several kinds of pathogen attack. It just prevents the plants. Okay, right. And one more example you're going to read is the baculovirus. Many species from the genus Baculovirus is a species of viruses, right? So especially the viruses belonging to the genus Nucleopolyhedrovirus. What is that? Nucleopolyhedrovirus. The group of viruses are belonging to this genus, nucleopolyhedroviruses. They are used to they are used to attack especially insects and other arthropods. Insects and arthropods. Okay, they are very, very specific. Specific in the case, a particular type of a nucleopolyhedrovirus will attack only a particular insect group. Okay, so that what happens, it is not affecting the plants, it is not harming the other animals of the ecosystem also, right? So it is very narrow range, specific to species specific ആണ്. Very species specific narrow range application is possible in the case of this baculovirus. Okay, now tell me again, children, what are the examples we saw in this biocontrol agents? Yes, dragonflies controlling mosquitoes, ladybirds controlling aphids, Bacillus Thuringiensis (BT) to control butterfly caterpillar. Trichoderma prevents many pathogens from attacking the plants. Trichoderma fungus in the roots of higher plants, plus baculovirus of the genus Nucleopolyhedrovirus. Okay, so these are the examples we are seen as biocontrol agents. Okay, next we'll see the last topic in this lesson, which is the microbes used as biofertilizers. Now, what are these biofertilizers, children? What are fertilizers? You know that. Fertilizers are chemicals used in the fields to improve our crop yield. Right. Again, as pesticides and weedicides and all those things, these are also chemicals. You know that. They also have the same kind of effect as those pesticides and all. They harm the other animals and organisms of the environment. They are harmful to human beings also. Right. So instead of using fertilizers, we can use, yes, what? We can use biofertilizers. You might have heard a lot about what is that? Organic farming, right? So which is actually organic farming we are talking about, and we have to know some examples of these biofertilizers which are used to increase our crop yield. Now you know the Rhizobium bacteria. You've heard of Rhizobium bacteria, which lives in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Yes, what do they do there? Yeah, they fix atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, so thereby increasing the fertility of the soil. Okay, so other bacteria which help to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil are the Azospirillum and Acetobacter. They are already present in the soil, right? Which are they? Azospirillum, Acetobacter. These are bacteria which live in the soil, which also help to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil, right? And you know the Cyanobacterias. What are the Cyanobacterias? These are the blue-green algae. Actually, they are bacteria. They are autotrophic, and they can synthesize their own food and also fix atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, the species belonging to this category are Anabina, Nostoc, Oscillatoria, etc. Right. So these not only serves as fertilizers, biofertilizers, they also help to increase the yield of the crop. Okay, the last example under this category is there is a symbiotic association of fungi called as Glomus with the plants. Okay, what is this? The Glomus, a genus, the fungus belonging to the genus Glomus. they had many species of these Glomus have a symbiotic association with other plants. Okay, now these are fungi, right? And so they help in, they get the food from the plants. The plants provide food to these plants. Okay, and how do these fungi help the plants? They overall increase the plant growth and development, and thereby increase the yield. Of course, thereby, that is the main purpose. Now we are talking about biofertilizers. Okay, they absorb phosphorus from the soil and pass it to the plant. These are fungus, children. These fungus get food from the plant, the green plant, and what help do they give back to the plant? They help to absorb phosphorus from the soil and also provides resistance to many root-borne pathogens, the pathogens which enter through the root. Okay, it prevents the attack of root-borne pathogens, and the plant becomes tolerant to salinity as well as drought. The plant naturally becomes resistant to salinity. Salinity means salt content, as well as drought. Okay, and gives overall increase in plant growth and development. Clear? So which are the examples you saw under biofertilizers? Rhizobium bacteria, the same category of as Rhizobium. We have Acetobacter and Azospirillum, which all the three will help to fix atmospheric nitrogen. And Cyanobacterias, the blue-green algae, again fix atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, and Mycorrhiza, this the fungi belonging to the species Glomus, which will absorb phosphorus, plus it prevents the root-borne pathogen, plus it gives tolerance of the plants to salinity as well as drought. Okay, children, right, that is with the chapter. Thank you, all of you.